Good day. He was a man who lived in the glow of 1,000 unseen lights. A man whose mind seemed to operate on a frequency all its own. He walked the streets of cities in the dark of night, yet he carried visions of a world that would one day shine with the brilliance of his imagination. Born in a small village, he grew up watching storms flash across the mountains, fascinated not by their danger, but by their energy. He asked questions others would have thought impossible, puzzled over the nature of electricity, magnetism, and the invisible forces that shape the world. From childhood, it was clear he was no ordinary boy. Ordinary rules did not contain him, and ordinary thinking could not limit him. He arrived in a bustling country with dreams larger than the skyscrapers piercing the sky. He worked for a man named Edison, whose inventions had already begun to shape modern life. Yet the relationship was strained, even combative. Where Edison offered practical solutions, he offered ideas that seemed fantastical, impossible, even reckless. He dreamed of transmitting power without wires, of lighting cities from distant generators, of sending signals around the globe without cable or line. People called him eccentric. People called him crazy. Some even called him dangerous. And yet he persisted. He built coils, experimented with currents, and demonstrated machines that could vibrate the very air. He envisioned towers reaching into the clouds, capturing lightning, harnessing the energy of storms for all humanity. He dreamed not of wealth, not of fame, but of a world where energy was clean, free, and available to every man, woman, and child. The world, as it often does, was slow to listen. Other inventors gained fame, fortune, and patent after patent, while he struggled to pay his hotel bills. He walked the streets of New York City late at night, feeding pigeons, talking to himself, sketching inventions on scraps of paper. People whispered about the strange man with white hair and brilliant eyes who claimed he could light the world without wires. They laughed, dismissed him, ignored him. But in laboratories, in small workshops, in the hidden corners of science, he changed everything. Alternating current, radio waves, remote control, ideas first dismissed as fantasy became reality. Electricity flowed more safely, signals traveled invisibly, and machines obeyed commands without touch, all because he had dared to dream differently. He worked tirelessly, sometimes sleeping only a few hours a night, sometimes forgetting to eat. He sacrificed comfort, stability, and recognition for the pursuit of knowledge. And though he died nearly penniless, the legacy he left powered the world. Literally, he was misunderstood, underappreciated, and largely ignored in his lifetime. Newspapers called him eccentric, investors called him impractical, and some contemporaries called him a dreamer who could not live in the real world. Yet the truth is simple. The world we live in today, bright with light, connected by invisible waves running on currents he championed, would not exist as we know it without him. It is a story that reminds us that genius is often mistaken for madness, that those who imagine a better world sometimes pay the highest price, that recognition is not always immediate, nor wealth always deserved, and that the greatest gifts are sometimes delivered anonymously. He was not a man concerned with accolades. He did not seek to dominate, to argue, or to profit excessively. He sought understanding. He sought the betterment of humanity. And the world, slow though it was to appreciate him, eventually caught up. Electricity lights every home. Alternating current hums through every city. Radio waves carry music, news, and messages around the globe. Remote machines obey commands with the ease he imagined. And somewhere, in the rhythm of this modern life, his visions quietly resonate. He taught us that sometimes, to see the future, you must see it differently. That sometimes, the man who looks like a dreamer is the one holding the keys to reality. That even when ignored, misunderstood, or ridiculed, one person's ideas can illuminate the world for generations. And now you know a little more of the story. The man who dreamed of lighting the world from the air, who envisioned a future we live in today, was Nikola Tesla.